Arcade Heroes.
In a world long dominated by foot-controlled rhythm games, one game comes along to defy the establishment and provide hand-controlled rhythm action to the masses. That game is...
ReRave.
Sorry about that frog in my throat there. Okay, theatrics aside, here's a look at ReRave, a coin-operated arcade game by Step Evolution and Coast to Coast Entertainment. Released in the beginning of 2012, it brought a hardcore gaming edge to the normally casual world of touchscreen gaming. And not just any touchscreen, but 46 inches of multi-input goodness in glorious 1080p. The technology the screen uses is advanced enough that it can easily handle multiple inputs from two players, as we'll see a little later. For this video, my brother Ben will serve as the lovely assistant. He's a hardcore gamer, and as a testimonial to ReRave, he has spent more time on this than any other game I've brought into the arcade. It really is a fun game, kind of a hidden gem. Let's check it out. The basic premise of the game is simple. Once the power button symbols rotate to the 12 o'clock position, your job as the players to touch the symbol in the center. They could have stopped there, but there are other kind of notes to deal with, including multi-taps, omni notes, hold notes, and follow notes. The addition of these types makes the game more interesting to me, personally. I admit that I'm not really a DDR player, I've only given the game a few tries, but I like the different kinds of notes, such as the follow notes, since that is something that just doesn't really work on something like a dance pad controller. There are also different color notes, which indicates a different pace based on real musical notes. This means the bar will move at a different speed than the most common red notes, which you'll see. In each play you get to pick from 2 songs out of a list of 95. That isn't an amount set in stone, as this is an online-enabled game and new songs can be added by the developers at any time. I have not seen any new songs lately, as they are apparently busy trying to roll out a big redesign of the game for the Android phone platform. Songs can be sorted by name, difficulty, BPM, popularity, or release date. I can't really comment on the song selection since I've never heard any of these artists before playing the game, but I found several songs and artists that I like after playing this for a while. A lot of the song selection is electronic music such as techno, dubstep, hardcore. There's some vocal songs here and there too. Each song is 90 seconds long, and if you can fail the song if you miss too many notes or too early or too late on too many of the notes. There are online profiles you can use to track your progress. They can be made for free on ReRave.com, but the game does not require you to log in to play. You have to know where to look for the sign-in, but that's not a bad thing since it otherwise could confuse casual players who are giving the game a try for the first time. There are 3 difficulties to choose from on any song: easy, hard, and master. These are just categories, however, and the real difficulty is indicated by the number above the difficulty. The scale currently goes from 1 to 13, with the hardest easy songs coming in at about 6. If it is your first time playing, it's best to go with something in the 1 to 4 range. With easy songs, the game will start with a tutorial on how to play and the number of notes are few. This also means that easy songs have the lowest potential high scores to be obtained. There are a few easy level songs that aren't too exciting to play as the notes feel sparse and don't really show up with the main beat. Again, that really isn't an issue, as games like this need a way to ease new players into the game. Hard songs generally find a way between easy and master, giving you a nice challenge, but are usually passable after a few tries. You cannot rely on the easy version of the same song to show you what to expect, though, as hard is usually where omni and follow notes appear, and that changes things up a bit. Master songs are the most challenging to tackle and will probably require many tries just to pass the song. I've already seen people play at a song for over 2 hours, memorizing the patterns until they could get a passing grade. It's a real challenge, but very rewarding once you do get that pass. All scores come with a grade, and if you do not complete the song, it's an automatic F. Usually a passing song will earn you a B grade, but it does depend on your overall score. I've seen a couple of Ds and Cs, but those are kind of hard to get. After B, it goes to A, then 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 star. You can get 5 star on your first try if you're really talented, but those are reserved for scores that mean your timing and tap positioning is perfect. I managed to get a few 4 star scores at least. On the others, I'm still practicing. As I alluded to earlier, this game does support 2 players. It divides the screen down the center, and on the screen this large, that's still plenty of space to play, although the notes will often end up cramping together on master level songs. You can elect to play in a half-screen mode in single player when you first start the game, but most people keep it at the full screen default from what I've seen. One cool thing about 2 players is that it's a great way to learn song charts. Players can choose whichever difficulty they like, so you can have player 1 on master, player 2 on hard, etc. If one player fails the song, then they can keep playing as long as the other person still has a life bar. They just won't get any more points past their utter failure. You can, of course, try to do a single-player, full-screen song with 2 players, but this option isn't done too often. After each song, you're presented with a stat screen showing you all sorts of details on how you played, along as combo chain, percentage of notes hit, timing, and positioning. This also helps you figure out where you can focus when you play the song again. There are also local leaderboards and global leaderboards where you can see how your skills stack up against others. All in good fun, of course. The game also tracks the connected machines globally. Every first place score on each difficulty is combined together to show this overall score. At my place, we're currently in 16th place, although their website says 15th. It's a little different between the game and the website. So that's the game in a nutshell. I'd really recommend it to anyone that enjoys a game that is a little different and presents a challenge. It's not the only touchscreen or hand-controlled music game out there, but so far it's my favorite. If you aren't any good at DDR, then definitely give it a shot and don't shy away from it just because your experience with DDR wasn't good. The difference between hand and feet, of course, is pretty major. Like other music games, it is fun to challenge and prove yourself at songs you like. It is a lot of fun, so keep an eye out for it at an arcade near you.
But wait, there's more!
Right after I had finished this video, an announcement came along about the next step in ReRave that they're calling ReRave Plus. This is a major update that enhances the graphics, changes the UI, adds a ticket redemption option, and increases the roster of songs. It also comes in a sleek new cabinet sporting 2 monitors, the touchscreen portion being smaller than the arcade cabinets that are already out there, like the one you saw in the video previously. There will be an upgrade kit available for existing cabinets soon, and the software is also going to be released for Android mobile devices. So keep an eye out for this one, it'll probably be showing up throughout 2014.